Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of AndrewsFootball.com, and I'm going to break down the very last divisional game Sunday night where the Philadelphia Eagles have a rematch against the New Orleans Saints. And I say rematch because this is really public. They played November 18th in New Orleans, and the Saints won 48-7. And normally when a team gets beat like this, it's not public where the players come out really mad at the team that beat them. But this was different. The Eagles were very public, saying they ran up the score. It was out of line. It was disrespectful. And I kind of took it as sour grapes, but I also took it as the Eagles falling apart because going into this game, they were 4-4. They had a bye. Then they lost to Dallas at home after a bye, making them 4-5. And then this game put them at 4-6. So I really didn't think, I thought the season was over. You're 4-6, you just got crushed, game over. But instead, they finished winning 5 out of their last 6. Then they lose their starting quarterback, and they win the last 3. Then they beat Chicago. Now, I mentioned this game, I really liked the Eagles, but I went with the Bears just because I thought the Bears had a home field advantage. I thought they had a better defense, but when I watched the game, I really felt the Eagles had the better defense. I really did. I thought they played faster. I thought they played with more intensity, and that's something when I break down this game is the Saints defense is played a lot better than it has in the past. This Eagles, the Saints defense is really, really good. But this Eagles defense has been playing really fast, very aggressive, like nothing to lose. And they have nothing to lose. Their season is a success right now. I mean, what happened last year can't happen again. I mean, can you imagine that? Your superstar quarterback gets hurt, your backup comes in, he becomes Super Bowl MVP, and then all of a sudden he comes back. I mean, you can't write this stuff. Can he do it again? Now, I really feel, and this is just me, I thought the Saints were the best team in the playoffs for the NFC last year. I thought they should have went to the Super Bowl last year. They're better this year. I really believe that after they lost to the Vikings in the Minneapolis Miracle, the Minnesota Miracle, whatever you want to call it, one of the freakiest, flukiest games ever, they watched the NFC playoff game, and I think they're thinking to themselves, we could have beat this team. We were better. I think they're thinking the same thing. So when I break down this game, normally I don't put revenge into it. It was funny. I had a buddy of mine who's one of the greatest people on planet Earth. He's on subscribers. He's like, it is a revenge game. He's talking about the Chiefs Colts. It's not. This is a revenge game. There's a lot of Eagles that are going to be really, really ticked off. So here's and in Vegas also showed this because it opened up at 9, dropped to 7.5. It's back to 8. All right, that 1.5 drop happened like that. I mean, there was tons of action, tons of people taking Philly at 9. The over-under was 51.5. It's not 51. Most people are seeing a high-scoring game. However, if the Eagles are going to win this game, it needs to be a low-scoring game. The Saints have been on fire at home. They're fresh. They're healthy. So, currently the line's at 8. What do I think? I think the Saints cover. All right? I know. I'm going to look bad going against the Eagles twice in a row, especially if the Eagles win. But do I see them doing the same thing they did against Chicago to New Orleans? No, I don't. This was a case where both of these guys worked for the Kansas City Chiefs organization, both of them under Andy Reid. I remember Matt Nagy coming up through the ranks. People were talking about him as a quarterback coach just 2 years ago. I remember hearing from sports radio that, all those guys are going to be a head coach in about 3 years from now. You watch, well, it took 2 years because Doug Peterson became a head coach. He had instant success. I think Peterson kind of, they weren't really mentor, they worked together, but Peterson was the offensive coordinator under Andy Reid. Matt Nagy was the quarterback coach. And the hierarchy goes to quarterback coach, goes to the offensive coordinator. And I think that both of them coming from Andy Reid and Peterson being slightly more experienced as a head coach, kind of knew what they were going to do, because I watched Chicago's offense really look sluggish. Yes, I give a lot of credit to Philly's defense, and I love the way they've been playing. Are they going to do that against experienced Drew Brees? Are they going to do that in New Orleans, where they're a completely different team? I really, really don't think so. I think the storybook fairy tale ending has to come to an end for the Eagles. Great season, great hustle. This is, by the way, this is a true Philadelphia team. Gritty, tough, hard nosed, against all odds, overcoming great objections. Everything Rocky's all about, that underdog who comes from nowhere, punches you, but no. This isn't Rocky 4, where the unbreakable beast is Ivan Drago's not falling this time. Okay, all right. As far as the over/under is concerned, I would lean towards over, because I see a high scoring game. Do I see it being the same 48-7 type of blowout? No, I don't. I think it's going to be considerably closer, but I think the Saints win pretty big. I'm expecting something like 38-21, maybe 34-17, 34-20, but I do expect the Saints to cover. I would avoid this game like the plague. I'm really looking forward to watching this game, but as just from an analytical point of view, I'm looking at a young secondary. I'm looking at Foles. I think the Bears have better defense than the Saints, but I'm not really seeing the Eagles really be able to score a lot of points, and I'd be really surprised Philly was able to put forth another superior effort like they did against the Bears. Keep in mind, even when they won a game, the Houston game, for example, was 32-30. Are you going to tell me that Houston has better offense than the Saints? Good luck. So I think the Saints are the best team in the NFC. I would really be shocked if the Saints lost this game. Maybe they don't cover 8, but if I was going to bet on this game, which I wouldn't, I'd take the Saints in 8. So, by the way, if you haven't noticed, there's this little red box right down here. And go ahead and take a look at. BAM! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Wait till next week, where I'm going to come forward and I'll predict the championship games, plus give you odds on what to go ahead and put action on, if you should put action at all, plus the 4th greatest Super Bowl team of all time is coming out this weekend, so stay tuned.